Tucked away in the heart of the wasteland lies a small, secluded outpost. Once a raider stronghold, it's now being rebuilt by the Minutemen to be a secret trading hub, a refuge, a place where settlers can arm themselves and start again. Today, construction begins on the settlement's new entrance, a fortified gate and guard post to secure the alley and begin to clear away the last traces of its raider past. Hangman's Alley comes with its share of building challenges. In addition to the build height being extremely low, settlers can't navigate beyond this corner, leaving this entire area unusable for housing or shops. With that in mind, I've divided the project into 4 stages. Today we'll start with the main entrance, building a secure gate and guard station. Next, we'll move on to housing, a small clinic, and a farm to support the settlers. After that, we'll expand with additional housing and a bar, and bring some life back into the alley. And finally, we'll complete the build with shops down to the end of the usable corner, and we'll add security and a park on the section that the settlers can't reach. And all of this done without any mods or glitches. So head on over to Hangman's Alley and let's get started. Today we'll be working on this entrance to the settlement. It was recently attacked by robots and I'm unable to move this one out of the way, so we're just going to work around it. Start by placing a barn or warehouse foundation aligned with the top step. Use this line on the sidewalk as a guide for placement. There will be a gap between the edge of the foundation and the junk pile on the left. It doesn't have to be exactly like this, just close enough so that the foundations will snap in on both sides. From the top of the stairs, visually align the foundation. It won't let you push it any closer to the steps from the top, but if you move to the bottom of the stairs, you can slide it snugly against the top step. Once it's aligned, snap a foundation on each side. Here's a quick overview of my placement. Next, add a second row of 3 foundations. The foundations near the building will clip right through the walls. Then add 1 more foundation on the outer edge, but don't snap another one behind it next to the building just yet. We're going to lower this foundation and later add stairs. Temporarily remove the foundation on the left, select the remaining one and lower it straight down. Now replace the foundation that you removed, and on the right side, snap another foundation at the lower height. Next, we'll build the upper level above the entrance. This section will provide shelter for the lower level, a guard station on top, and later, access to the farm in the next episode. To align the floor correctly, slide the tall scaffolding shown here against the wall. Position it so that the metal bars rest on the wood frame of the building. Line up the scaffolding's corner so it extends just past the corner of the building. This will prevent collision when snapping floors across the side of the building. Here's an overview of my scaffolding placement. If aligned correctly, you should be able to snap 2 half-size scaffolding floors along the building wall. If they don't snap, the scaffolding is too close. Slide it out slightly and try again. You should also be able to snap 2 small metal floors along the side of the building, and then 3 more across the front. If they collide with either the building or the unscrappable junk walls, adjust the scaffolding slightly and try it again. To finish, add another row of metal floors. For the last row, snap a floor in the center and then a quarter round floor on both sides. The entrance will provide extra security and shelter for the guard. Due to collision issues, the walls will be built under but not attached to the floors above. On the left side of the door, place a half concrete wall. Use the sidewalk line as a guide and make sure that the bottom of the wall sits on top of the sidewalk, not sunk into the ground. In front of the tires, snap another half wall, pushing it back as far as it will go. To the left of that wall, snap in as many concrete pillars that will fit. Next, snap a concrete doorway to the first wall, a concrete pillar to the doorway, and then another pillar to the side. To the last pillar, snap a curved concrete wall, followed by a half wall, and then as many pillars as you need to fill the remaining gap. You can also remove the scaffolding; it's no longer needed. On the opposite side of the doorway, place a concrete pillar aligned with the right edge of the door frame. Snap another pillar in front of it, and then attach a full concrete wall to the right side. It should clip easily through the wood supports of the junk wall. Add stairs of your choice to the entry foundations. The scaffolding stairs I'm using won't snap into place, so they need to be manually aligned and positioned. Next, snap scaffolding stairs to the right scaffolding floor outside of the entrance. The narrow stairs allow enough room to walk underneath. Finally, add railings. If the railing above the curved wall tries to snap to the wall instead of the floor, temporarily remove the curved wall, place the railing, and then reinstall the wall. To keep the settlement size down, I'm keeping furnishings and decorations to a minimum, just enough to tell a story. Upon arrival to the settlement, guests will check in at the Zvoltek Workshop security desk. By standing at an angle to the wall, pictures can be placed over the curved windows. Turrets can be placed on the grating over the outside of the entrance. A Zvoltek Workshop guard post is added to overlook the entrance to the alley. I built a fusion generator in the corner by the shack and ran wiring across the buildings and the front of the guard station. Preston tells me the Minutemen are calling this one of their most promising rebuilds, though apparently they're keeping it a secret for now. That's strange. It looks like someone's been here recently. Maybe dropping off supplies or just checking on the construction. It looks like defenses are shaping up nicely. Next time, we'll add a clinic, housing, and food production so the place is ready for the Minutemen to move in. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you next time.